Hi everyone, welcome back to Get Ready with me, Louise. So we are doing another look. Now, I didn't put up a video today, I don't think, because I was going to, but I couldn't because my daughter had her baby. I know, right? So excited. So, I do apologize for that. But let's do a pink palette. Why not? Even though she had her baby and it's a boy and it's my first grandson. So I now have 2 granddaughters and 1 grandson, which is exciting. Of course, I've had sons too, so, you know, a baby's kind of a baby regardless of the sex in my eyes. But, you know, but I thought we would create a pink look. Well, pinky purple, I suppose, is more the theme of this look. But it's not really about the palette, it's just about talking. I was just going to talk and, you know, I mean, if you want to guess the palette, you could. That's not a problem there. But it's about, you know. So she wasn't supposed to be delivering, really, until, I think she had 2 weeks ago, but a week next week is when it was supposed to happen. But the baby, he just decided, no, I think I'm gonna come down. And it's funny because, like, I've always been induced, right? So I wouldn't know, and she has too up until this point, and her water broke. But luckily they didn't make it to the hospital in plenty of time, because I think she got into the hospital at, say, I think it was like 9 at night, and didn't end up having the baby until like eight. I was guessing 3. My mom guessed 6, and it ended up being 8. Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. So I guess she was in for labor for 14 hours. Now, I think they could have, you know, pushed it along a little bit. They ended up giving her the Pitocin, I believe is how you say it, to help her. They gave that around 3-ish, I think. 3 or 4. But it was almost like they were trying to wait till morning in a way. Which is fine, you know. Or if he wanted to come, he could have came whenever, you know. But, yeah, so a healthy baby boy we got. And he's adorable. He looks, he's got his older sister's hair color and possibly her eye color. We're not for sure yet because they're blue right now, but you know how they can change. And the rest, like his features on his face and stuff, looks like his would be his older sister too, but the middle child. I think they're the features, like they both got that button nose. It's so cute. But yeah, so, but mommy and baby are fine. She did really good. And I've been there through them all, y'all. I'm gonna tell you what. Yeah, this is how you know I'm tired. Oh goodness. So, I've been at me and my mother. My mother's been at all of our births. Well, obviously she'd be at my birth, but she's been through like all of my kids' births and now my daughter's births even. So her great grandchildren. So she's got to watch her own children come into the world, obviously, and then her great grandchildren come into the world, and now her great great grandchildren come into the world. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Huh. So, because I'm grandma, she's great grandma. So that's her grandchildren, and then her great grandchildren. Why do I feel like I'm saying it wrong though? But I'm not. Anyway, you get my point. She's been there through it all, but she always stays at the bottom half to like let everybody know what's going on. You know, I always stay at the top half and hold their hand because me and blood, no. Like, my grandmother was a nurse. How she did it, I'll never know. Like, I couldn't go into nursing. Couldn't. I don't handle blood. But anyway, so 6 a.m. rolls around. And I'm like, man, I am, like, almost ready, you know, because I go to bed at 10 o'clock, y'all. Like, I'm going to bed, especially nowadays. Because I want to get up earlier. I want to be up with the sun and down with the sun. That's my new theory. Is that a good theory? I don't know. But it's a theory nonetheless I'm going with. So anyway, I was delirious, I guess, and stood at the bottom and was just like in awe. Like, just like dazing, you know? And I was fine watching the baby come. I watched the baby's head, you know, crown and all that. That was cool. And I stood back and watched all that. Then they took the baby, and I was still standing at her, rubbing her leg, you know. And of course, after they take the baby, well, they put him on her for a minute. Then they kind of cleaned him off a tiny bit and stuff, but not much, and then put him back. But anyway, so they started to get, you know, what is it called? The placenta out and stuff. So this is where this look turned purple because of that purple shade. But anywho, so they did that, and that's when it got me. Pushing to get the placenta and stuff out. I couldn't take, you know how you just can't take your eyes off of something? You know you shouldn't be looking. You know. Like, you know with every part of your body you should not be looking, right? And yet you're looking. That was me. I knew with everything in me. And my mother happened to turn around because she was taking pictures of the baby and stuff as they were cleaning them. And she looked at me, and I looked down, and then I just looked straight into her eyes, and my eyes, like, I could feel them rolling. She was like, you know better not to look. Like, I thought I was going to hit the floor. I didn't, which is a plus, you know, like, I know better. So it kind of like snapped me out of it, but it was kind of like at the same time too late because I had already seen it all. And let me tell you, I'll never need to see it again. I don't want to see it again. No, I didn't realize, because of course you don't watch your own birth, you know, so you really, like, and you're too busy pushing, so it's like you don't really even care what is going on down there, you know what I mean? Like, how does that turn into what it turns into to give birth, right? Not even something in my thought process, really. And I knew, and again, blood, no. So, luckily I didn't hit the floor, but I learned something. I learned that I should not be allowed to do anything if I'm tired. That somebody better be there to, you know, like, be like, no. You know better. Do not do this, or this. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Because, like, even though I knew, it did not stop me by no means from looking at all. And that's the scary part. But of course, that's probably why I go to bed. I'm in a safe place, you know, when I lay my head down at night. Because I know better not to, you know, be anywhere if I'm, like, tired. Because I just don't think straight at all, you know. But that's probably most people, I feel like. We make not the best of decisions if we're tired, type of thing. Or stressed. But I'm going to try to lighten. I tried to lighten up that middle of my eye. I'm going to try the same thing. I did it on the other eye. Like, I just feel my eye is just too dark, you know? Too dark. Because you know me, I like a light lit almost. But anywho, we're just going to go like that. Use that inner corner shade to sort of brighten that up. I definitely went a little bit too dark, though, for this look. It wasn't quite where I wanted to go, but at the end of the day, it'll work. So yeah, that was my day, my evening, getting ready for bed. It was a nice evening. And then let's see. So I got no sleep. I came home at around 9. Yeah, because I live really close to the hospital. So I came home around 9. We're going to use the Makeup Geek mascara. So I came home around 9 and just laid down. Like, I just crashed. And I slept till about 11, and then I got up and took a shower, right? Wake myself up. And I thought I had enough sleep. I did not, because I started to fall asleep while taking a bath. So I was like, oh no. So I got out, and around 1, I washed my body, hair, I did all that. Did my skincare, blow dried my hair. And then at 1 o'clock, I was just beat. I couldn't film even if I wanted to, you all. I tried. So I then went back to sleep until about 4. Woke up. Now, I wasn't feeling my best. Now, mind you, while there, okay, I thought I was having sympathy pains. Like, all of a sudden, she's like, my hip hurts, and mine started hurting. And she's like, oh, my back. And it's like my hip pain went to my back, right? So I was having sympathy pains. Except mine continued. After I took a bath and laid down, when I woke up, guess who was here? Yeah, TMI again. Yep, my monthly visitor came to see me. I was like, are you kidding me? Today of all days, really? Like, why? Could you not even wait a day? So then, of course, I had one grandchild with me. So we had to go to the hospital to see the baby, of course. So I took my grandchild with me so she could see her brother. And while there, we switched grandchildren because my mother was there with the other baby. So we switched. And while there, but the sister seemed to like him. They did real well. Giving him kisses, petting him easy. So that's a plus. But yeah, I'm just glad that it went as well as it did, to be honest. But out of all 3 of them, she does really good giving birth. Like, no tearing, no stitches, no nothing. So she gets released, I guess 48 hours, if it's still the same. I'm assuming it is. After, she's cleared and everything. She don't seem to be hurting too bad, she said. She's sore, obviously. You had a baby, that's a given. Though, this I did a lot better, and here's why. These are where I have the problems with the shadows. So, that dark shadow I put on the lid first? On this side, it had transferred. On this side, it didn't for some reason. Probably because this one is more hooded than this one. And I find that happens with all of this particular brand. If I go to put it on and I'm not careful, I have to be very, very careful. It will transfer up to the lid, those metallic shades, because they're just so pigmented and stuff. But it kind of blended in anyway, so that's kind of a good thing. But I can see where this side is darker due to that shade transferring up. But all in all, I do like this palette. I'm not a big fan of this being the only color for my inner corner, but I can deal with it. But yeah, that was my weekend in a nutshell. So I'm a grandma again. I'm a GG, actually, but grandma nonetheless. And now it's to a little boy. And now we're supposedly done. 2 girls, 1 boy. We're done. Actually, I think I'm going to, I want this marked. She said she's done, which is great. I'm good with that. I'm fine. You know, 3 healthy babies, 1 healthy baby, you know. I just don't believe her. I really don't. I feel like there'll be another. And you want to know why? Because she did not get a tubal. And she's so young. So I just don't believe it's it. I really don't. Luckily, I had a tubal, so I ain't having any more. Of course, I'm a grandma now, so I don't need to have any more. I got plenty of babies to play with. Plus, as my own children get older, you know, they're going to be having babies, maybe. I don't know. They may learn from their sister and be like, yeah, no, that's too much. That's a lot of work, you know? But I don't know. He's a cutie pie, though. He is a cutie pie. I'll give him. He's so stunning. I mean, he came out with the prettiest color. Like, I mean, he didn't have too much hair, but he had enough. It was a dark brown, like his biggest sister, firstborn. And then his little facial features look just like the middle child, his other bigger sister, but not the biggest sister. But yeah, he's adorable. So even though this isn't a look for, you know, like guess this palette, could you guess this palette? But that's my update on why there wasn't a video yesterday or today. But this is going to get posted today. It's just going to be at a later time. And then of course we'll go back to our regular videos. But I did want to get something up for today because I don't like skipping. And just so you know, I mean, if you cared even. But it was an interesting time. I definitely like it better when you know you're having the baby. And my mom's like, well, back in the old days, because with her having babies, me and my brother, like, she wasn't even allowed in the hospital until they were like 5 minutes apart. So, and then she went through, like, back then it was 36 hours of labor with me. Of course, you know, I was going to be the pain in the butt. Maybe that is why she don't like me well. I mean, she did go through 36 hours before they finally did a C-section on her. That could be it. I started out being a pain in her butt and not listening or following directions. That's probably it. It's good to know I continued through the rest of my life doing the same thing. So at least, you know, from birth you knew what I was going to do because I did it, you know. It's just a thought, maybe. Something to think about, but yeah. So I hope everybody else had a great weekend. I'm excited to be a grandma to a little boy. Can't wait to have him again and see him. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know about the eye look. You know, but let me know if you like it. Let me know if you can guess this palette. I may do another look with it because it is kind of pinky. It's not quite the pink I would go for if I'm doing a pink look, even though it does have like the purple burgundy colors in it. It's not quite the way I like to do my pink looks. And the lid, you know, is so much darker than what I usually like. And let's see, what else am I doing? For blush, actually, I believe I said it in a previous video. I don't know. But I'm trying out these Dior blushes, these ones here. And comparing them to the Backstage line. I think this is just adorable, this little blush brush. Like, I want to know. I mean, I get it. If you have to use something, you know, you're going to use it. But I want to know if somebody actually uses this, like, as their blush brush. Because I won't lie, I did try it out. It didn't. Actually, it's not as bad as you think. But it's not as good either as you think. I'll stick to my wrapper for sure. But I was trying this out, and I really do like this particular shade. It's called Rose Montage. I don't know. It's number 219. You can still get it at Sephora, and I do like this one. And it comes in this beautiful little bag thing, Dior bag. I have another one. I can't think of the name of it. I may even have 3 of those kind. But I was comparing them to the Backstage because I'm curious if they're going to keep both of them because they are a little different. They are. The Backstage line is more of a lighter pigment you gotta build, but I'm gonna let you go because this video is long enough, and we'll discuss the differences in another one because I want to make sure that you all are getting what you're really wanting and what you're paying for. But that's the blush I'm wearing. Bronzer, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Tantastic. For my lips, I'm using actually the blush from Pat McGrath in Divine Rose, and I don't really like the applicator on this to apply it, but I do love this color on my lips, and I do like it on my cheeks. I'm just not a big cream person is all, but I do like it. What else do I have? What else? Is that it? Highlighter is the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter in Champagne Glow. I'm trying to let you know what everything is because sometimes I forget, y'all. Like, I can't help. I just can't. And then brows are ABH in soft brown. So, brows are usually ABH. It's either soft brown or taupe. It's just a question of which one I grabbed because I'm using both of them up. But, oh, foundation and concealer. I matched these two. The how do you say this? Givenchy. I don't even know how to say it, but they're both the Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation and Skin Caring Concealer, and I really do enjoy both of these, to be honest. I feel like this is more like natural. It's not, it covers, but like not that great, and this does cover, but again, it kind of reminds me of the Dior, at least the old one, formula a little bit, but I don't think it covers as well. However, I've been using the not that. Did I put it away? I may have put it away, but I did. It's right here. The Naked Skin color correcting fluid in peach, and then letting that sit. I do just a little dot and letting it sit. And then I go in with this. I forgot to powder it, so it's kind of like wore off a little bit. But if you conceal and then use this, it's perfect. If you don't, you will see through it, but not too bad. I mean, it looks like skin. Both of them do. And if you would like that kind of look, then I highly recommend that. I think I still like my Makeup Forever Reboot Foundation, though, better than that. And I don't know why. Because they're kind of at the same. Oh my goodness, I used it all. That's empty. Can you all see that? Huh. Well, I used it all. That's sad. But that's okay because I have a backup. Because that one is one of my favorites. So, and Dior was, but they've just reformulated everything and I'm scared to buy it yet. So I'm waiting. But, yep, that's all I have. I hope you all had a great weekend. I had an interesting one. Good news, everybody, like I said, everything went great. Just the timing, the chaos, that's life though. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all that where you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday usually, but since I didn't upload Saturday, I'm uploading today. And we will get back on the regular scheduled programming of Can You Guess This Palette and Win tomorrow. But if you can guess this palette today, you might win. I mean, I should be, because I got a baby. I got a grandbaby, so, maybe you all should get something too. So if you can guess it, we'll play it. I'm not going to put it in the caption now, so just so you know. But that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, take care and stay safe.